Please forgive me for this evil smile that I have because I have to continue from another video and I have to find a way to delete whatever got fracked up because some little asshole wouldn't stop knocking on my fucking door. Orange lights means recording. And if you can't see the orange lights, then you probably need to get some goddamn glasses. Now, as I was saying, if you're going to make movies from source material, then you should probably have read the source material. You should probably know the source, or at least go to the source, the person who wrote the book, to make sure that you're doing it as close to possibility as the law will legally allow. Now, and I say the law because Love 13 could never show some of the things I wrote about, right? Because some of the things I wrote about are not child friendly. Let me put that as correctly as possible. Love 13 is a story of basically women who have been on the bad side of sexual events. In other words, they have been raped or they have been molested and they have superpowers that their trauma has made them develop more fluently. It involves gods, and demons, and guardians, and anything that you can possibly imagine that I know of personally is involved in here. There's Bigfoot. There's a tribe of Yetis. There's a tribe of Native Americans. There's Shangri-La. There's anything you can probably think of. I've thought of it and I've put it in there. Except maybe centaurs and maybe hinds. There is Greek mythology references and stuff in there, but this doesn't revolve around them. This mostly revolves around Native American guardians because those are things I tend to know more about because it's my cultural history that most Americans don't get the opportunity to have because for some odd-ass reason, until 1924, Native Americans didn't have human citizenship in America or American citizenship in Hugh America. Now, the thing is, when you make a film, especially if it's based on source material like a book, a graphic novel, or anything that's remotely close to being written down on paper, then you should probably have more direct connections to the source material. And I say that because of the simple fact that as a fan of like X-Men and stuff, and I've said this in other videos, I'll say it now, you see Jubilee in every X-Men movie, but she doesn't do anything. Yeah, you don't get a remote sparkle of what her power abilities is, but you've seen her in every X-Men movie. In the last one, Age of Apocalypse, she and Nightcrawler ain't never been on the same team ever. Now, the magical word retcon or not canon has popped up. There's no telling what the hell's going on. But then you have alternate dimensions and alternate parallel lines and timelines and universes and other Earths and shit like that. It's kind of multifaceted. And that's why a lot of things get fracked up because a lot of people don't know where the hell they are. Now, if you've been paying attention to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I said this before, they have dropped the hint 616 in damn near every season. They have mentioned the 616. So it's hard to understand if they're actually in the 616 or if they're just doing this out of curiosity to let us know that they're doing the 616. It's really hard to say, so don't try to debate it. Just accept it, deal with it, and then move forward. And it really all depends on how you choose to look at it, I guess, or what you choose to hear or say, or, quite possibly whatever it takes to figure it out. Now, I'm one of these people. I'm a detail-oriented person. I prefer to do things as close to possible to the correctness, to the full ability. Now, it's kind of different if you're making something like the Bible. Alright, because the Bible has been rewritten and translated over 10,000 times to different people, and you have a bunch of Christians, you have other religions that base their stuff on the Bible, and then you have the Genesis, and you have the New Testament versus the Old Testament. And some people still live by the Old Testament, some people live by the New Testament, and there's a big old clusterfuck of biblical proportions that no one can really understand. But if you make a movie about the Bible, you can throw things in so many uproar because the passions of the Christ and the last temptation of Christ and anything else that has something to do with Jesus has pissed off every movie critic ever. And those are things that you have to be aware of. It's the same thing with someone like me who's been a superhero book reader for as long as I could read. You know, I don't want to see something that I read given the finger. I want it done right. And a lot of people may not respect that. They may not like that. And the thing with that is if you have to stay true to your source material. Because sometimes staying true to the source material makes it better. Now, in the other video, I was talking about Lord of the Flies. As far as I know, I've only seen one movie of the Lord of the Flies. I don't know if they're ever going to be a remake, and it would be great if they do, but don't hang it up on me to tell you there's going to be a remake of Lord of the Flies because I don't work in Hollywood. Hell, I'm not even working at all. I'm an independent filmmaker with not a fucking snowball's chance of hell of being noticed. I have 25 followers, in which I am exceptionally grateful for, but the problem is, you know, when you are going to make a film, if for some reason, like, let's say I wanted to remake The Tommyknockers, but Stephen King wanted it to be the perfect remake, exactly like the episode that came on the Sci-Fi Channel with the two-parter. But the Sci-Fi Channel says, no, we're not going to go with that. We're going to make it this way. Then Stephen King has the right to tell us, no, because it's my movie and you can't do it. And that's fine. Because I believe that if he wants it remade the way he made it the first time, but with better special effects, then that's the way you should do it. I'm not going to argue with the guy who wrote the goddamn book. You know? But the source material. Now, if y'all want to tweak it here and there, I would be okay with that. Because if I'm making a movie on something I wrote, I want it wrote the way I saw it in my head is how I want it filmed. Now, you can't see it the way I see it in my head, so you would ask me, how about this as to what you have wrote here? We do it this way. Now, what you say may be the exact same thing I wrote, just worded differently. And that being the case, and I listened to it, and I was like, okay, film me 2 test scenes and let me see, in comparison, which one I like. And if the first test scene is better than the second test scene, we're going to go with the first test scene. I said, but in a showcase of favoritism, don't just have me view it, have a test audience view the first 2 scenes. So if the first test scene is great and 6 people in the audience like it, as there will be 14 people, and the other like people who are in the audience say that fucking sucks, then they like the other scene better than the first scene. Go with the scene that the majority liked, not the minority, but the majority. Because 9 times out of 10, let's say you have a cool one-liner, like Ryan Reynolds, is the mask muffling my voice? Or don't make me ask twice. Damn it, they made me ask twice. You know, see, people like stuff like that. Where, let's say, that first scene is just like bland. Well, this plane's going down. Is the mask muffling my voice? Oh, I guess it is muffling my voice. No one wants to be thrilled by boredom. You know, and it's not impossible to be thrilled by boredom, because nothing is impossible. But at the same time, you want that capture their thought moment, which most actors pull off very well. I'm pretty sure I'm never going to be one of them. But, you know, you want that moment when somebody says, if I have to go back to see the movie, I'm only going for one line. Now, I will give you a prime example of, yes! I know him. He's a friend from work. Loki, look who's here. It's Hawk. He's from work. You know, the whole reason why I went to go see Ragnarok was just for that big ass, yes, I know him, he's a friend from work. Now see, when you can get a moment like that, and people remember that, and they want to go see that movie for that one fucking moment, they don't sit there for the rest of the whole movie, they throw their popcorn down the trash or in the aisle because it's a dick move and just walk out, but they only wanted to see Thor go, yes, I know him. Or having a conversation, well, I lost my hammer, like, yesterday. That's still fresh, but you know, I'm moving on slowly but surely. You know, things like that. You know, people want lines like that. People want lines that when they leave the theater, they will remember that shit. They'll be driving down the road with somebody who hasn't seen the movie and just get to giggling. It's like, why are you laughing? Oh, I just seen Thor Ragnarok, and this one part got me, and I still been thinking about it. It's been like 3 days since I've seen the movie, but I'll still have that one moment that'll stick with me through the whole movie. And that's the movie and the moment that every actor wants to sell someone. With that one moment where you could be down the road, you've seen the movie, 3 weeks have gone by, and this shit will hit you out of the blue, right? And somebody like, what? Oh, I was just thinking. And it's like, well, what were you thinking about? Well, I seen Ragnarok. Hey, that was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I know, but this thing, it just keeps coming back with, yes, I know him. Or for Deadpool, it's like, where's Francis? I need your boss. Where's Francis? I need your boss. And then you finally get to the part where he's just, is the mask muffling my voice? And you'll remember that. Well, my favorite, hey, dude, you're gonna die in like 5 minutes. Or one of my other favorite lines is, what's my name? Who fucking cares? After you went through the whole movie with the guy asking you, what's his name? And at the end, you finally get that. Who fucking cares? Or my favorite line in the whole Deadpool movie is, I'm saving myself for Francis. That's why I bought him. Go ahead and finish her off. Boom. Okay, that's why I bought her. Yeah, go ahead. 1 second. Yeah, don't forget to hashtag it. Okay, knock yourself out. Ooh, I so feel sorry for the guy who pressures her into prom sex. So, you remember things like that. And those one-liners sell the movie more than the movie itself sometimes. So you need source material. Which brings me all the way back around to where I said with the Daredevil thing, where everybody's throwing Ben Affleck under the bus. Ben Affleck under the bus because he was the star. He was supposed to be the guy that carries the role from beginning to end until the end of the movie. Okay? So they probably didn't have enough source material for Daredevil. They also were working on a cookie cutter budget and they were rushed to get it out, but probably not having so much as a real test audience. Now, if you've been watching my channel and you've seen some of my stuff, you know I have the skills for it. The acting skills might be not so much, but as for the martial arts skills, I have them. As for me catching that break, that one fucking break, it has eluded me since 2000. And here we are at 2018, coming on the cusp of 2018, and I haven't caught a break. I got 25 beautiful followers that have blessed me with that. And my original Guardians of the Earth footage, whatever it may be, without the special effects and everything, was going to be my breakthrough shit. The problem is, I think YouTube's probably laxed at it now, but the problem is that I had to cut it into episodes because of the simple fact that it was supposed to be a webisode series. I was hoping for at least 2 seasons. I never got the first season off the ground because my special effects man lost his job, moved to Alabama, got cattle prong. Somebody has my shit sitting in a test at Alabama. And if you are kind, just send that shit back to Charlottesville. 512 Rougemont Avenue. 22902. Yeah, I gave you guys my address. Don't worry, I'm never going to see it again. But I would love the chance to put everything back together. All of my best fight scenes and stuff were on that. And not just my best fight scenes, but all the guys that worked with me on this project. And it brings tears to my eyes because I could have been somebody by now. And that's pretty much the gist of that. But the source material was from me. And, we went off script, only dialogue. We didn't go off script while making it. We only went off the script doing a dialogue because everybody apparently that I work with has that same mental problem that I have of forgetting lines. Improving is easier because once you know the story, you can come up with something different to say. And sometimes the things I wrote on paper was just fucking corny. And it translated better when it came out of somebody's mouth fresh than when it came out of their mouth with something that I wrote down. Yeah. kind of like you with the gun, or it's a damn shame you've come all this way to kill me, but I'm not the one who's gonna die. You're gonna die. You know, stuff like that. It's a whole lot easier when you improv. It is for me. I'm an improving actor. I'm not like a lines guy. So I probably wouldn't have a soap opera job long because I can't remember shit. But, you know, I can improv very well. Anyway, I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. I'm sorry for taking up all your time. I will make more videos when everybody goes to fuck to sleep. Thank you very much, and good night. Well, nap time. BC.